and welcome back to the In the Spotlight podcast. It's Thursday, April 2nd, 2020, and it's day 11 of self-isolation. Let's get into the news for today. Today, Ontario has reported 401 new cases of COVID-19, which is slightly less than yesterday. This brings the provincial total to 2,793 cases, and there are a total of 11,228 cases in Canada. Today, Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, decided that he was going to release data on the worst-case scenario in numbers of what the amount of cases could look like for COVID-19 in the coming months. He plans to release these numbers tomorrow. Doug Ford explains.
I'm going to just be straight up with people and just tell them exactly what I know. No beating around the bush, no holding back figures. I want to be right up front. It's going to be hard for some people to hear, but as Premier of this province, I have to be up front with people, and I'm going to be. And people will see some really stark figures tomorrow.
And that was the news for today. So today was a pretty productive day. I had an interview that I didn't get to do yesterday because of the fact that the Zoom wasn't working, Skype wasn't working, Facebook video call wasn't working with my screen recording on my computer. Screen recording was super glitchy on my laptop. I don't know why. It was just too much for the laptop, I guess. So what I decided to do was screen record on my phone. So I screen recorded on my phone through Google Duo, and I downloaded the screen recording app. Little did I know that the screen recording app does not have sound. So I had to re-record the interview. And what I did was I screen recorded the video and had the video on mute, obviously, and recorded the audio separately. Putting that together was fine, but the only issue was with the screen recording on the phone was that the 1920 by 1080 feature was not there, and there was also no 16 by 9 feature. So when I edited the video was really small. So what I had to do was I had to readjust the video through this third-party site or whatever. And after that, I readjusted it to fit the screen. It took a really long time to edit, and it took a lot of time and effort. And obviously the audio quality, because I recorded on my laptop, wasn't great. You can still hear everything, but it wasn't as great as I would like it to be. I like to be a perfectionist, but obviously in this time right now, we need to use anything that we have on hand to record and film and all that stuff. Other than that, the interview went really well. Now, let's get into the highlight of my day. The highlight of my day was definitely editing together the interview and finishing up the assignment so that I could submit it. And I submitted it pretty early. It was due today and anytime before 11:59 today. So I handed it in yesterday, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, which is really good, especially because this assignment is in 3 parts. So one is for video, one is for writing for mobile, so like an article, and the other one is for radio. So I did part 1 of this assignment and pretty much got it done and out of the way. So that was great. And that brings us to the end of day 11 of self-isolation and our In the Spotlight podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Samayar Khan, and I'm signing off.